Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to turn any image into a playable video game using Higgsfield. Let's just jump in. Head to Higgsfield and open the Create tab on the left. You'll see options for image, video, animation, and the newer one we want here, World Gen Clip. This is a YouTube video I edited with AI, and the best part about it is that the whole workflow costs almost nothing. But here's the thing, most of the tutorials out there show how to edit a short clip by just putting in captions and calling it a day. This video is different because I'll be showing you how to go from raw footage to final edit with almost no effort. And later on, I'll show you the one thing that separates AI B-roll that looks professional from AI B-rolls that looks generic. We'll be using Higgsfield for all the generation work since it's the only tool that can handle this without putting you into a loop of regenerations. So if you want to follow along, I've left a link below along with all the prompts used throughout the video. Now, let's get into it. The first piece of the puzzle is our workspace, which lives inside Claude Code. Think of it like a toolbox that we can open whenever we need to build something. And to install it, we'll type PowerShell in our window search, or terminal if you're on Mac. Then we'll grab this command from the prompt pack and paste it. And once we see this response, it means that Claude has been installed on our device and we can start going back and forth with it to create our prompts. But before we start editing, we'll add two more pieces to the puzzle. One that cuts our raw footage and another that handles all the visuals, from graphics to B-roll. So for the footage handling, we'll head to 11 Labs. Once we're logged in, we'll head into our settings and search for the developers page. That's where the API keys live. We'll create a key with speech to text turned on and copy it right away because it only shows once. But here's the thing, we need to treat it like a password because anyone who has it can burn through our credits. Once we have it, we'll paste it into the template command from the prompt pack back in our PowerShell. Then for the visuals, we'll connect Higgsfield. One command from the pack, sign in through the browser, and it plugs straight into Claude Code. And before we touch any footage, there's one habit I always stick to, keeping everything organized. Because Claude generates a lot of files while it works, and digging through a messy folder later is exactly the kind of headache this workflow is supposed to get rid of. So we'll make one project folder with 3 folders inside. And in one of those, we'll put the raw footage we want to edit. Then we'll open our PowerShell and start Claude inside our project folder. But before we edit anything, we need our cutting piece, a tool called Video Use, which installs with one prompt from the pack. And from here, the entire edit is one prompt. Take the footage in this folder, cut out the mistakes and dead air, and give me the final video. But here's something I didn't know the first time I ran this. Claude doesn't just run off and edit. Instead, it comes back to us first, with everything it found in our footage and a plan for what it wants to do. Even the smallest imperfection gets caught, and then it asks us how aggressive the cut should be. We'll go with the recommended option. It removes the obvious mistakes, but keeps the natural pauses. And here's the clever part. While it works, it transcribes our footage using our 11 Labs key, figures out what's worth keeping, and stitches everything together. It even adds a tiny audio fade at every cut, so the edits don't click when you listen to them. And the interesting part is that it doesn't blindly follow orders either. If cutting something would actually make the video worse, it keeps it and finds a better way around it. And just to put this into perspective, this is the part that normally takes hours, scrubbing through every take, finding every mistake by hand, cutting them one by one. And we skipped all of it with a single prompt. But before we even asked for anything else, it pointed out that our B-roll folder is still empty and that filling it is the biggest improvement we could make. And honestly, there's one step almost everyone skips here because generating one good-looking clip is easy. The actual challenge is making a whole set look like it belongs to the same video. And that's exactly what I figured out. Before generating a single piece of B-roll, we need to create something called a style Bible. Think of it like the DNA for everything we're going to generate in future. And the best part is that this isn't some template you're stuck with. Whatever your channel's look is, minimal, colorful, dark, animated, you describe it once in the style Bible, and every clip after that speaks your language. We'll grab the style Bible prompt from the pack, paste it into Claude, and let CDance 2.0 handle the rest. And from now on, every clip we generate uses this as its reference, which is exactly what keeps everything looking like one video instead of a bunch of random ones. But for the actual B-roll, we don't even decide what to generate. Claude reads the transcript, finds every moment that needs a visual, and before spending a single credit, it comes back with a full plan and what it's going to cost. Once we approve it, Higgsfield starts generating all of them at once. And look at that. You genuinely can't tell these were generated separately. What's more is that Claude takes responsibility for anything that ends up bad, regenerating it on its own without breaking the consistency. But the difference between content and production is huge. The cut makes it watchable, the B-roll makes it engaging, but the graphics are what make it feel professional. And the crazy part is that the tool handling all of this is the only completely free one in the whole workflow. It's called Hyperframes, and with one tested command from our pack, it can be installed in no time. But what makes it different is that it doesn't generate images of text. It renders real text, which is why everything comes out pixel perfect, no matter the size. So we'll tell Claude exactly what we want. Add a lower third with my name at the start, and a call out for every tool the moment I mention it. And here's where the magic you've been waiting for actually happens. Every graphic lands on the exact word. The moment a tool gets mentioned, its call out pops up with a precision that would take an editor hours. And it's not just one or two graphics either. That single prompt built the entire graphics package for the whole video, over a dozen pieces, each time to its exact moment. We should also mention that everything we've done so far, the cut, the B-roll, the graphics, all of it happened inside one single conversation. And now it's time to put the final piece of the puzzle in place. This is where most workflows would send you into an editor to assemble everything manually, but in this one, we'll just give Claude our final prompt. Combine the cut with the B-roll and the graphics. Place every clip at the moment it belongs, and give me the final video. Just like before, it gives us the full plan first, along with every change it made, waiting for our approval before rendering anything. That's been the pattern this entire workflow. The AI does the heavy lifting, but nothing happens without our sign-off. But here's a weird mindset shift this workflow gives you. Your mistakes stop mattering, because the ums, the restarts, the dead air, all of it is exactly what the AI is built to eat. And if we want to push it even further, the same workflow reframes the whole video into a vertical 9:16 aspect ratio for shorts, subject tracked automatically, upscales the final cut to 4K, and even removes backgrounds when we need a cutout. But once we approve the edits, we've got in our hands a fully edited video. Head to Higgsfield and open the Create tab on the left. You'll see options for image, video, animation, and the newer one we want here, World Gen. Drag your image into the upload zone. Any image works, but the best results come from photos with a clear focal subject and strong environmental detail. Architecture, lighting, texture. Consistent, smooth, and finished. And remember, there'll be a link below to Higgsfield along with all the prompts used throughout the video so you can try it for yourself. So now you know how to edit an entire video with AI. But if you want to monetize your YouTube channel, then editing will only get you so far. And that's exactly why I made a video breaking down exactly how to start a monetizable faceless YouTube channel step by step. Just click the video on screen now and I'll see you there.